If you're taking AP Physics 1, you know it's one of the toughest AP courses. Between projectile motion, collision problems, energy conservation, and circular motion, there's a lot for you to keep track of. Hello and welcome. I'm Martin from MCS Tutoring, and I'm going to show you the Physics Mechanics Solver. Oh, I hope it's still up there. A complete TI-84 calculator program that covers units 1 through 6 of AP Physics 1, with units 7 and 8 coming out in January and February of 2026. So that gives you plenty of time before the AP Physics 1 test in May of 2026 to help boost your grades. So look, this isn't just a formula sheet. At over 44K of memory, this calculator program can walk you through all the topics, and it has help sections that explain each equation, each variable within each equation, so you understand what you're doing. Let me show you exactly what it can do. When you run the program, you get this main menu covering the 6 major topics. Let's see what's in each section. Kinematics, all 4 kinematic equations, every variable solvable. Projectile motion, both level ground and elevated launch problems. Dynamics, forces, friction, tension, inclined planes. Work and energy, kinetic energy, potential energy, work energy theorem, power. Momentum, impulse, conservation, elastic and inelastic collisions, and circular motion, centripetal force, orbital motion, loop-the-loop problems. There's also springs, pendulums, gravitation, and even concept help sections. But instead of just showing menus, let me solve actual problems so you can see how this works. And remember, torque and rotational motion, along with fluids, will be available by February 2026 as free updates once you buy the Physics Mechanics program at mcstutoring.com. Here's your typical AP Physics 1 problem. A car accelerates from rest at 3.5 meters per second squared for 8 seconds. What's the final velocity? Before we solve it, let me show you something that helps make this program different from every other calculator program out there: the help sections. See this? The program actually explains what kinematics is, defines every variable, and most importantly, tells you when to use the equation. This one, v equals v naught plus at, is perfect when you know initial velocity, acceleration, and time. It even reminds you about units and sign conventions. This isn't just calculating, it's teaching. Now let's solve that problem. Initial velocity is 0. The car starts from rest. Acceleration is 3.5 meters per second squared. Time is 8 seconds. Final velocity, 28 meters per second. Done. No algebra, no rearranging equations. Just plug in what you know and get the answer. But what if the problem asks for the answer in miles per hour? Instead of scrambling, you just go to the unit converter program and instantly convert 28 meters per second to 62.6 miles per hour. This program prevents the small mistakes that cost you big points. But here's the key. Because you use the help section, you understand why you use this equation instead of one of the other 3 kinematic equations. Let's do something harder, a collision problem. These show up on almost every AP Physics 1 exam. 2 objects collide elastically. One object is 2 kilograms moving at 5 meters per second. Object 2 is 3 kilograms initially at rest. What are both final velocities? With an elastic collision, both momentum and kinetic energy are conserved. Most students struggle with these because you need to solve a system of equations. Watch this. Object 1 final velocity, -1 meters per second. It bounces backward. Object 2 final velocity, 4 meters per second. It moves forward. What would take you a few minutes of algebra just took 30 seconds. And if you check the help section for collisions, it explains the difference between elastic, inelastic, and perfectly inelastic collisions. You're learning while you solve. Let me rapid fire through some other capabilities. Circular motion, centripetal force, vertical circles, loop-to-loop problems with energy methods. Energy conservation, work, kinetic energy, potential energy, power calculations. Dynamics, normal force and inclines, friction with coefficients, tension and ropes. Springs and pendulums for simple harmonic motion. And even gravitation, orbital velocity, escape velocity, gravitational potential energy. Every section has a help menu. Every equation lets you solve for any variable. That's over 44K of memory covering units 1 through 6 of AP Physics 1. The bundle also includes 3 bonus programs. A unit converter, because physics loves to mix meters and centimeters, Celsius and Kelvin, essential for AP Physics 1. A gas laws calculator, not part of AP Physics 1, but perfect if you're also taking AP Chem. And thermochemistry, heat transfer, phase changes, another bonus for multi-AP students. Now you might be thinking, what about rotational motion and fluids? Those are units 7 and 8. I'm releasing those as separate programs in January and February. And if you buy the bundle now, you get those updates completely free, no additional charge. And right now, through December 18th, you can use the code FINALS20 for 20% off. That gets you everything I just showed you, plus the upcoming units 7 and 8 programs, all at a discount before finals of 2025. Also, if you subscribe to the MCS Tutoring email list, you'll get 30% off your first purchase. And regularly, you'll get discount codes between 10 and 30% off, plus notifications when the new programs are ready. Now, for AP Legality, this program runs on TI-84 plus CE or TI-84 plus CE Python, which is permitted on the AP Physics 1 exam. And remember, calculator programs are allowed as long as they do not communicate externally, they do not contain QWERTY keyboards, they do not access the internet, they do not generate full solutions symbolically. So, feel free to use this program in your homework to learn, use it on tests to save time, and use it on the AP exam to make sure your calculations are right. Link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your AP Physics 1.